Hi. Hello. Howdy. Welcome to Let's Play, Catherine. You may have already noticed. If you haven't, you did now. There was no audio. Not only was there no audio, but the audio from my commentary that I captured came out really shitty. I don't know what it was. It came out like... every time it peaked, it caused this like feedback that sounded really unpleasant. So I had to scrap the audio for this entire segment. I kept the video footage, but here we are. I'm doing post commentary. I edited it to hell and back, so any failures have been edited out, except for like I keep it like incremental. We'll show you what I mean though. While I'm thinking about it, I mentioned while I was recording this that this sheet brings up the idea of answering questions like with expectancy bias. I kind of go on a little bit of a thing about it here. So I guess I'm obligated to talk about it since I originally did it in the recording. Basically, expectancy bias is if you answer a question like during a research or a study in a certain way that would make you seem more socially desirable rather than how you would like honestly feel. So like for instance, if you're asked about having intrusive violent thoughts about someone, most people, whether or not they want to admit it, have probably had like a passing thought like that. But if they're experiencing expectancy bias, they don't want to admit that, so they'll say, no, I've never had one of those types of thoughts, blah, 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 blah. So that's just what that is, generally. I could go on about it, but I don't feel like it. I don't know how much longer I sit on this dialogue. But yeah. So I'm really at my wit's end with this game. I don't know if it's this game, but like I only ever have recording issues with this specific game. I don't know. Okay. My guess for why I didn't pick up the commentary or the audio for the game is that I muted then unmuted, like, okay, I muted and unmuted my mic briefly before starting recording, and I think it didn't capture system audio because of that. Like, I think the option was toggled off or something. I'm not sure. I've never had that happen before with Camtasia. But, okay. That's my best guess. As for the audio commentary being, like, the quality for that being terrible, your guess is as good as mine, okay? I can only speculate. I'm gonna guess that it might have something to do with volume leveling being off, or I don't know. I don't think it's the microphone. It's got to be on Camtasia's end, because this microphone has worked well for streaming, for everything else, for the other segments. I don't know. Camtasia's really fucking failing me, and I'm heavily wanting to upgrade or go to a different recording software. God, how much longer do I sit on this? I even said, like, wow, we're 3 minutes into this Let's Play, and all I've done is talk about bullshit. But anyway, I don't know if I should just, like, jump ship and upgrade to a better recording software. I mostly use Camtasia just because it's kind of like the devil I know. You know? Like, I've used this since, like, 2014 or 15, maybe. You know? I used this back for the fucking Fire Emblem Let's Play that I never finished. You know? Like, I know Camtasia pretty decently well, so I don't know. I might have to sincerely start looking into doing other stuff if I'm going to be recording this often, because I hate getting audio issues like this, and it happens more often than it needs to. And I'm sorry if this is bad, if this is boring to watch. Like, I'm sorry you're not going to hear the voice acting for these sheep, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, I already saved, as I finished this recording, I saved over the file, so I can't go back to where I was before this segment, without doing another playthrough, and I'd rather just make lemonade with lemons than, re-record up to this point, or like, you know what I mean, like, it's just, we'll all live, collectively as a society, we will endure this brutalization. I'm trying to think of anything else that's worth mentioning before we just start talking about the game. honestly, there's really not. There's really not. You're kind of getting the idea of what's going on here. I will say that I am very, very, very tempted to start post-commentating these Let's Play videos. Well, just Catherine, because I think it actually flows a lot better. The segment's gonna be about an hour and 2 minutes before I add my outro, and before editing and post-commentating, it was about an hour 25 or 26. So I was able to cut out about 24 minutes. I mean, granted, I would have still been able to cut out stuff before even if everything had gone fine in terms of audio, like, I would have still been able to cut out stuff. I would have been able to cut out less, because I would have been talking over all my failures. Whereas here, I have no real obligation to keep in, like, the runs where, like, okay, I'm climbing and I fall at this point, you know, that I've already shown you guys. Whereas at least I had commentary and I could show my off-the-cuff, like, how do I do this? You know, like, I'd have to think on the fly. I don't think I'm gonna do post-commentary, but like I said, the option is there for me right now, and it's very tempting. The only reason I really think I might not do post-commentary for future segment updates is because I feel like a lot of the appeal of playing with a fight stick is just the figuring it out as you go, you know? Because there's gonna be failures in the upcoming gameplay that I'm showing, but it's not gonna be, like, entertaining, I think. Well, not necessarily not entertaining, more just, like, it's not gonna be, like, off the cuff. I don't know. Like, you'll see what I mean, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, stay consistent with my uploads more than anything else. This could have very easily tempted me into saying, okay, I'm just not uploading today. And I know if I had done that, I would have just either dropped the entire Let's Play or just stopped updating in general. And I don't want to do that. Also, this question feels fairly obvious. Someone's hitting on your lover. You communicate with, or you trust them. Because, you know, if you don't trust your partner not to cheat on you, who the fuck are you? Why are you dating this person? You know, like, that's just the foundation of a good relationship, but whatever. What was I saying? Whatever. About Let's Play. You know, I don't want to miss an upload date, basically. I feel like if you miss one date, it becomes so much easier to miss another day, you know? Like, it's sort of like going to the gym, or brushing your teeth, or doing, like drawing once per day or something. You know, like, when you try to get into a routine, if you go off that routine one day, it becomes so much easier to just start not doing that, you know? Like, you kind of deviate off. But whatever. So, we go through 3 levels in this segment. The first one is... Honestly, the first one is the worst one, if you ask me. This is where I cut out the majority of my footage. It's hard to explain why, because when you look at it on paper, it's not necessarily that difficult of a level, but just something about it, I kept dying and dying and dying, and things were just really, really difficult to, like, get into the right rhythm, because, like, you really have to use spring blocks a lot in this level, and it's hard to know when you should, like, which ones to go for, how to set up your wall for it, and so a lot of that was just trial and error on my part. You get a really early checkpoint here, and I'm gonna I showed this section like 4 times just to make a point. So this is my first, like, I don't know what to do specifically here. There's a section to the right that you have to climb. I'm fucking around with the left just trying to see what to do, because I'm thinking, okay, I go up the left maybe? And this is not the right way at all to do this, by the way. I'm showing this for the effect of, like, showing this is, you know, a failure, but... So I'm pulling this block, and I'm like, okay, I use the spring block, right? And I use it here, right? No, wrong. You don't use it there. You see what I mean? Like, you don't use the spring block here. And now that I know, okay, I just pulled the spring block over there, right? Well, at first I'm checking out this thing, and it's like, you can do fucking nothing when you're up here. Like, you can destroy this crack block, you can push that block, but you can't do shit. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll fuck myself now. You know? And so now I'm just like, okay, I'm not saving this, am I? I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I can even do. If I'm supposed to do this, and I mean, I kind of do it. Like, I'm able to get up there, but I can't do much after that, because there's a specific thing you have to do, and I'll show it in a second. Because, yeah, look, now you have to do this, and you don't have enough space, and you're fucked, baby. You're fucked. So here I realize I'm fucked, and I'm just like, okay, fuck this. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the first of many deaths. I'm gonna be cutting out most of the death game over screens, just cause, well, not game over, but like the death retry screens, just cause it saves time. That's another thing about commentary that is helpful. You can cut out deaths and shit, like the screen itself, and you can just skip to right where you left off. So here I'm leaving this in because I'm showing you this is where my thought progression is. Like, okay, I need to bring the spring over there, right? I don't know why I activated that bomb, but not the other one on the right. I think I just wasn't... I don't think I was, like, thinking correctly or whatever. And here I also have a stupid moment. I'm like, okay, I bring the spring block over here. And I'm like, okay, I need to keep it on this level, I think. So I start pulling that black block. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't need that black block at all. In fact, using that black block is actively a hindrance to you. Because you can't keep it on that level anyway, you know? So it's like, it was a waste of time. And I don't even know why I bothered pushing it at that point, but whatever. So here we are. This is what you do. You push this block. They fall. Then you pull these out. Like so. And then you fall on the spring block again. And it launches you up there. And then here we are. Here's the new obstacle. Here's the new difficulty. Well, not difficulty yet. There's an obvious solution to this, and I'm gonna show a few of the failures. Well, one of the failures. Like what I'm gonna do is every time I reach like a new wall or segment in this level, I show me failing it the first time, and then I immediately cut back to when I succeed. So, yeah, here I'm just kind of fucking around. I have no idea what I'm doing, which is funny because I should be better at this game than I am, but whatever. So here I activate a bomb block, and it's like, okay, now I'm really fucked, you know? It's just, there's a very specific, like, way you have to handle this level. And you have to do very specific things. And here I'm just like, okay, bye. You know? You know, did I cut out this stuff? I don't, or no, I did. I didn't, whatever, fuck it. I probably should have cut out that screen, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares? So now here we go. Now we're cutting. Did I cut this out? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm thinking to myself. Okay, so this is the way I started optimally doing this part. So you want to push those blocks. You want to activate the bomb block on the right. You want to push those, and then I guess you don't have to do this part because you could, in theory, just get the spring and then fuck off. Accidentally stepped on the spring. Woohoo! So then you do that and you get the extra life. There. That's what I started doing. I just wanted to show that. So here I figured out. The best thing I could do here is... Actually, wait, is this a failure? This might be a failure. Because I'm not doing what I was supposed to do. Yeah, this is a failure. Okay, never mind. Okay, I showed a second failure here. Spoilers. But yeah, here I'm like, okay, there's a spring block. Let me use the spring block. I can't do anything with the spring block. Oh, God. What if I pull it over here? Oh, no, there's no room to pull it now. I can't... Oh, and that block fall. Okay, I'm real fucked now. You see what I mean? Like... This level is just, there's a very specific thing you have to do. And it's like, you could, in theory, climb the wall normally, but with all the bomb blocks, it's so difficult to, like, do it quickly, I guess. And it's just easier to do something, you know, to fuck around with the springs. Anyway, I'm dead here, so now we cut to here. And this is the success, I think. This is the one. I think this is the one. Yep, it is. Okay, so the strategy there, use your dark block. I mean, granted, you probably could have figured something out if you didn't have a dark block like I did. But I still have my dark block, so. Here I'm checking the spring on the left, seeing what it can do, since the spring on the right did nothing for me. And the spring on the left does also nothing for me. Spring on the right I didn't use properly. You have to use something specific, which is this. You want to pull the spring out and bring it one over. And then you want to land on that stack right there. And then you want to pull out these blocks Do I pull? Yeah, I do. Okay. You pull out these blocks, and then you just do this. So you do that twice, and then you see another spring block right there, right? And then you, oh no, I stepped on the block, and that was a death. I cut out that entire finagling just for you, the viewer. I don't know. But yeah, that was a that was an accident, by the way. I didn't step on that bomb block intentionally. Complete accident. So, and if you do that, you're dead at that point. Like I struggled I struggled around a bit, but it was just, you know, that was it. So anyway, like I was saying, so you go up here, you go to that spring block, you pull it out, and then you get up here, and boom. Now we're here. So we're waiting, and 2 spring blocks. You want to go to the one on the left. I think you can do the one on the right, but it takes more work, and this one's easier, so because they both lead you to the same place, so there's no real reason. Here is a part that I don't think I ever end up showing the successful, consistent way I found to do it. So I think I showed this wall twice, and then I just like, I think that's it. But this wall, there's a number of ways you can do it. It took me a second to figure it out. Like here, I'm kind of like trying to figure out what the fuck to do. But I do end up managing it, which is good. You want to use these bomb blocks as like a way to get the black block out of their position. If only just a little bit. Like that, now I can use this black block if I make it fall down. So then I can pull that black block again by using that bomb block as like a little bit of cushion room. And then there's that. And then boom. So here I thought, okay, I'm fucked now for sure. So I just start panicking and I start pushing all these blocks over here. And actually I'm able to make the wall fall down. So here, okay, that white block there, that is fucking, that is a trap, okay? Don't go for it like I'm doing right here. You go for that white block and then you realize, what the fuck can I even do now? Because all these bombs are gone, and it's just like, okay, now what? Yeah, so now I panic and I use the white block immediately. And I'm like, what do I do? What can I do? And I'm like, okay, I could use this bomb block to get to here, right? And then I climb up here, and then now I'm fucked. Because I can't do anything, I can't pull out the spring block and use it, and I don't have anything to work with, and it's just like, okay. Yeah. So don't grab the white block is the moral of the story for that section. Because even if I do that, yeah. I mean, granted, here, I don't think I noticed it in time, but if I had spidered over to those bomb blocks on the left, I could have survived, but I couldn't have done much after that, so it's just like, it's not worth it. You have to use the white block to get the white block, which, you know, that doesn't, at that point, just don't bother. Here's another way I did this wall, by the way. It was very different, it was weird, because I activated that bomb block by accident, and then I'm like, can I even do this anymore? And then I kind of figured out a weird way to make this work. So, like, watch this. You push that to the left, and now I have space to push that block to the right. So then first I want to do this. I push that, or pull that, then I push that, and then that, and then I can pull that black block over. And then I can progress. It was weird. Like, I managed to make that happen, and I don't know. That's not even the way I ended up doing that wall consistently once I started dying a lot, but spoilers, I die. And this bomb block doesn't super matter. The very nice thing about spring blocks is that they're not affected by bomb blocks, which is suspiciously kind of the game, but yeah. So now we go up here, oops! I died here. I swear, I swear I had a split second where I'm like, I need to press down, but I didn't react fast enough. And yeah, here we are, back here again. I'm gonna have to edit that sound out, but I'm probably gonna forget, so forgive me if that makes it to YouTube. Because I've spent the better part of like 3 hours. Okay, maybe not 3 hours, but like I started recording at 1 p.m. and I'm like, okay, I'll be done by, you know, 2:30 at the latest, and it's like 4:30, and I'm still in the middle of this. It's like, goddamn. This Let's Play is so cursed. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remain enthusiastic for this game, but I just, you know, this is a very cursed Let's Play. Also, at this point, I'm kind of just like fucking around a bit. This isn't the best way to do this wall, but it does, I think it is possible. Yeah, because then I activate those bomb blocks, and that's not the best way to do it, but it is doable. So I'm climbing up here, and now, see that bell over there? I see that bell, and I'm like, I want that bell, and I want it the fuck now. So I get it, we get that bell, and then we're climbing in. Oops, I brain farted, and I died again. It's funny now to watch, but when I was doing that, I was so mad at myself. Because it wasn't like the game failing to register an input, it was just me. No. Anyway, this is the way I ended up settling on doing this wall. It's pretty quick and consistent. Here I kind of fuck around a bit because I want to avoid activating that bomb block on the right. So I try to like pull this block over and like pull it over so that way I can like get on that next stack without activating a bomb. And it's really not even a big deal. It probably wastes more time than it actually would have saved, but whatever. So now I'm here. I pulled this block just for stability's sake. And here, I want to pull the one in the middle so no blocks fall. And now we're just running. And I'm praying at this point that I don't, like, accidentally... Like, as I do this, I'm praying that I don't, like, die to the trap block. And this bell. You might think that this bell is optional. It's not. That bell is not optional. You need that bell to finish this level. I mean, granted, I was never considering trying to finish the level without it, but you absolutely need it. I don't know if it's literally even possible to finish this level without it, and you'll see what I mean. Here, I'm trying to get over to the left, but I can't, like, hang from the front, so I end up doing that, and that works out pretty well. Trap block's activated, and here we are, the reason why you need the bell. These are all bomb blocks. I don't know how the fuck you can get up there without without them exploding on you. I don't think it's possible, so. Here, if you use the bell, this becomes much easier. The puzzle itself is fairly simple. You just have to, like, get on the other side, basically. Also, free life. Free lives are nice. So here, I'm just making sure I don't fuck myself, because I wanted to be done with that level at this level at that point, so. You do that, and then here I realize I'm home free. So you push that, no, you pull that, then you push that, and then you're home free. It's, that level is not difficult when you watch it like that, but that level took me, like, 25 minutes, and it really shouldn't have. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I just... every segment I complain about, like, oh, when I turn on the game and play in front of the recording software, my brain stops working. But it's like, it really feels like that. Like, when I'm editing, I'll see sometimes, like, oh, I could have done this much easier and quicker. But whatever. I'm not gonna really talk about the sheep that much in this, because it's just, like, it's character development. If you really care about the characters, you can read the dialogue. I'm sorry to be that way, but, like, yeah. I could be, I guess, reading these in voice acting, but I don't want to. But yeah, Orlando's here. He's here. He's here. There's a sheep on the right there with the club. I didn't notice him during recording, so I didn't talk to him. He probably just says something like, "I'm a strong sheep." Wah! I don't know. Yeah, so here... They're just going over new block type, or not block types, new techniques. I want to say that they teach Inazuma here, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm pretty sure they teach it at some point. Well, I mean, I know they teach it at some point during this segment, but I think it's here. No, this is Bombs Away. Is Inazuma next? Bombs Away is really fucking pointless, by the way. Look at it. If you push a bomb, you can push a bomb. Like, okay, dude. It's not as useless. There's still a more useless technique coming up, believe it or not. It's this one. Sproing. This is literally just, do you know that spring blocks exist? Which, when, like, you... Okay, to be fair, not everyone's playing on hard mode, but, like, you literally needed to use a spring block to finish that level, so... Yeah, this just is telling you spring blocks basically exist. I guess they teach you Inazuma, in the next floor. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I've already taught you Inazuma, so you guys are fine. I don't know. The one thing that sucks about post-commentary is that at least for this segment, is that we don't get any of the voice acting. So I'm kind of just talking, like, non-stop. And I don't want to, like, I don't want to run my mouth, like, 40 miles a minute or something. But it's like, I want to at least make this segment have something going on in it. Because this background music is kind of just on a loop with no sound effects and no voice acting. So I want to at least make it engaging to listen to for my commentary. I don't know. I don't want to make this like a poor me, please pity me type segment. Not that I don't ever want to make anything like that in general, but like, I'm exasperated. Sonic Adventure never had this many problems. I never had this many problems with Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Tensei, or Castlevania. You know, like, if I was gonna have audio problems on that level, I mean, granted, I did have some audio echo in the beginning of Nocturne, but I fixed that eventually, because it was a very stupid thing I did by mistake. Here, though, it's like I'm having such extreme difficulties for no discernible reason, and I want to at least know the cause of it. If it's something I can affect, cool. If it's something I can't, cool. I just want to know, you know? Like, that's what drives me up the wall about it, is that it just seemingly happens with the flip of a coin, you know? Like, and I thought I'd, like, just had bad luck or fucked something up the first time this happened. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. I messed something up. But no, it's happening again with the same exact setup that I did for the past few segments, you know? I really hope that the microphone audio, like, I really hope that audio comes out fine, like, for this post-commentary, because if not, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, I'm hoping it's Camtasia putting a weird cap, but I don't know. Also, I should mention it now. I was convinced during this segment that I had let Archie die. Because Archie wasn't showing up. He wasn't showing up at any of these levels for dialogue, and he's like the only character that can die that we haven't talked to in a minute. So I'm like, oh, I killed Archie by mistake. But no, he just doesn't show up, I guess. Because I checked the TV at the end of this segment, because, spoilers, I do finish this entire area. I checked that at the end, and he didn't show up as dead on the news report, so whatever. It's kind of funny, I guess, but whatever. I don't know. That reminds me, I do show the cutscenes at the end of that happen after the boss stage. I just ended up using someone's long play. Please don't sue me. I don't know. Like, I ended up using someone's long play, so you're gonna get the voice acting there, because that actually matters. There's an animated scene there, too, so I wanted to show that. I mean, obviously I have the footage, but if you don't have the audio, what's the fucking point at that point, you know? So, whatever. And what's this question? I want to say it's communication one. I want to say it's like, what would you do if you had a problem, or like if you didn't trust your lover? I think it is. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, if you begin to doubt your lover, would you reaffirm your trust in them or speak to directly? The way this is phrased makes me think that that it didn't translate well, but I feel like everyone and their dog would pick talk to them, and they do. As the statistics will show you, almost everyone picked talk to them, because it's like, oh, if you have a problem or don't trust your lover. Also, I'm doing a thumbs up there for some reason. I forget why. Probably just to be like, you should communicate with your partner. Thumbs up. But yeah, like, if you have a problem with your partner, you should talk to them. I feel like that's a very basic relationship tenet that most people would agree with. So I'm wondering if it's like, if reaffirm your trust in your partner was meant to translate as like, discuss directly with them, and then like, the talk to them answer was supposed to be like, voice your suspicions or something. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, everyone picks the option I pick because I'm smart and brilliant. So yeah, this level. It sucks that we're gonna have to use the same clock tower music that we used for the last two stages, because that's really boring, you know? Not a big fan of it, so hopefully you guys don't mind that I'm using the same music from the game that was playing just to replicate it, because, you know, it'd be such a shame that we don't get interesting music. Oh my god! We're using different music. Yeah, I elected to replace the music because I got sick of listening to the clock tower music. If you're curious what this is actually music from this game. We're not going to hear it in the Let's Play, though. It's from the Babel stage, Obelisk. That's the third one. The actual track name is just called Stage, which is very weird, but whatever. Anyway, this pattern, this wall, is really simple once you know what to do. I was just kind of fucking around because I kind of panicked. The gimmick behind this stage is that the floor falls very fast. It's meant to be like you're running and gunning type level, as much as you can get out of Catherine, at least. And so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to like solve puzzle patterns, and then you climb up a lot of blocks really quickly. So here I do the right way to do it, which is you want to pull that block, push it over to one of the, like if you're pulling from the left, push it over to the right and vice versa. Then that block will fall, and then you'll want to push that one to where the other one is, so then you can spider to the black block on the outside. Also, there's an ant. Ants are going to be another form of enemy that we run into now. They're very fucking annoying. I'm just throwing that out there. They are very fucking annoying. At least in this level. Okay, and here is kind of a similar idea, except for not at all. That item that I grab right there to the right, there we go. It lets you climb 3 steps, so I'm like, okay, fuck this, I'm just going to use it and then climb 3 steps, like that. It is very broken. You will rarely see it in the game, except for, like, that section. This is, like, the only level I can think of that has that item just floating around. I think you have to buy it every other time. Don't quote me on that, though. Anyway. So here, just getting the gold, even though I don't need or really want it. And then another climb 3 steps drink. These are very useful in this stage, especially. Even just in general. You can see the ant up there to the above me. You want to kill that ant. You want to fucking kill that ant. I don't kill him in this attempt, and you'll see what happens. Actually, maybe that's the next attempt, you'll see what happens. But you want to kill that ant. You want that ant fucking dead. Because it'll get ahead of you. And it's climbing, like, you couldn't hear it, but it activated all those trap blocks, and now it's up there. Okay, yeah, you see why you want this ant dead. I show it. So here I am. I'm this scared, and then I can't go up. It trapped me. I couldn't climb to the left. But here's that same ant again. And, oh, it just ate our checkpoint. So now we lose our checkpoint. It does that. It's a race to get to the checkpoint, and that ant will beat you if you don't kill it with the book. It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. Also, I think ants can climb up 2 blocks. So, that's not really relevant in this level at any point, but it is a huge pain in the ass in later levels, if I recall correctly. So, ants suck. Oh well. So now, this is near the end of the level, if I recall correctly. What do I do here? Oh, I remember this part. So yeah, this is me doing my best to figure this out on a time limit. I'm thinking, okay, so I just play this like the beginning of the stage, where I push all the blocks to the right and make that one fall, and then I use it to like spider over, right? And that does actually work if I had executed it faster. As you can see, the floor is falling out for me. And here, I hesitate a little too long. I'm like, can I even make this? Oh, I can. And then I fucked up. If I had done that like 2 seconds faster, that would have been fine. Anyway, here's what you do to get rid of that ant. You use the book. You spite that ant and you use the book, so that way it doesn't steal your checkpoint. And, yeah. I probably don't need to show the rest of this, but, like, the rest of this up to that part I died, but whatever. I just do it anyway. This level is not hard. I don't think it's hard. It's just you have to know about that ant, and you also just have to know how to solve that one puzzle at the beginning. The rest, you can really wing it with the items that they give you. Because they're really generous with items in this level, I feel. Also, I love this music track. I've been talking over it, but I really do. I'm very glad that Obelisk is the hardest thing in the game, besides Axis Mundi, which Axis Mundi is its own bag of worms. But yeah, I love that this plays during like the hardest part of the game, because you get to hear this a lot. And if fucks. Anyway, here I'm like, I should just do that thing. Oh wait, I could use the 3 steps climb and do that. Yeah, it was a very simple solution that just sat in front of my face this whole time, but you do that. Alright, so now, what did I do here? Oh, I remember this part. Okay, so this is, I just used the bell just to use it, because I need to get that white block. So then I do this, and this is the very end of the stage. There's an extra life there. I think I grabbed it, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, so we climb. Okay, well first we have to do that. Now this is the very last wall, and it's harder than it looks. It's very specifically designed to have holes that will inhibit you from doing it quickly. So I kind of fuck up, unfortunately, because I was going to try and push the block and go on that block that fell, but then it fell. And now I don't have enough time or space to work with, and I die. So now let's try that again. Let's try that again. Let's see what happens if I go on the other side. So now I do the left, and I pull that block out, and now I have to pull again. So then I do that, but then I don't have enough space to work with, because I have to push those blocks, and then that block fell, and then I'm fucked. You know what the very easy solution to this is? I'm sure some of you do. You use the white block here, or the black block, it doesn't really matter. You use the block, and then you grab that other one. The whole thing can be avoided if you just grab the second block, and then do what I'm about to do. Well, I guess first I grab the extra life, but still. You do that, you pull that block, and... God, can I hurry up, please? I'm so slow. Okay, so you pull that, then you pull the gold there, and then you pull those over, and you can just use the dark block right there, and there's the stage. Done. Oh, I guess I grabbed the gold just to make a point. Whatever, done. Okay, so... I felt like I had something to say just now, and I totally blanked. I don't know, I really am tempted to keep up this post-commentary, because, like, you can see, this is very clean, in terms of just, like, I'm explaining exactly what to do, I'm showing you my failures, and it's like, it almost makes me wish I had started out doing post-commentary, because it's like, this is a very clean way of doing things, but I don't know if I like the fact that it's super duper clean. Oh, also Johnny's here. So yeah, Johnny's here even though he's not a cheater. It's very strange, isn't it? I wonder what's the common thread that links everyone that's here. I know what it is, but I won't say. So, but yeah, I'm thinking I don't know, I keep going back and forth on post-commentary in this recording. Like, I keep going, maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I think I'm gonna settle on not doing it because I like the fact that my commentary is so fucking off the cuff and raw and stupid. Because I feel like this is very, like, if I wanted to just do a long play and commentate that'd be something different, you know? I want to have the actual raw human element to this, but I don't know. Because there are certain games I was thinking of doing Let's Plays of that I would do post-commentary for. I would mention them, but I won't because I feel like being dubious. Oh, I thought the game froze. Well, yeah, I thought, like, the recording froze, I should say. But I just forgot that I cut off the, never mind, whatever. Anyway, here if you talk to What's-His-Dick, if you talk to Adachi, you can tell him that it's worth fighting to live, or you can encourage him to embrace death. I wonder which one would help him live. Another reason I thought that I killed Archie is that I didn't get a chance to talk to him, like, to have this type of conversation with him, whereas I'm having most of that conversation type with everyone here, so it's like, okay, if I'm not encouraging him to live, but whatever. So yeah, same thing with Morgan. He's like, oh, maybe I should just die. And you can be like, maybe you should. Or you could be like, no, that's dumb. Or whatever. You can see the dialogue. These characters aren't super duper fleshed out. Like, they're not super duper deep, but Also, apparently the monster that chases in quotation marks. The monster that Daniel sees is apparently a doll version of himself. that has holes in its eyes and mouth. So, like, it doesn't even chase him, which is very fucking convenient. I wish my monster didn't chase me. Well, granted, the one that we're gonna fight tonight is very easy, so... And I say that, like, unironically. I swear I did not edit anything, but I do fairly well against the boss. And you'll see why. Anyway, yeah, the game's teaching us Inazuma, rather. It's very interesting, because I could have sworn that, the game doesn't teach you Inazuma until after you need it. Because the next area has a level that definitely requires Inazuma. And I honestly could have sworn that it teaches you that after you succeed. Kind of as a, like, you've learned this technique, let us name it for you, or something. I don't know. I could have sworn that was the case, but I guess not. Because the game teaches you it here. Anyways, God. I'm just like... I'm so excited to be done with this recording. I'm so excited. It's been a comedy of errors, but it's also been very annoying and, like, semi-stressful to record this game. Like, it really has. And I'm trying to make this as presentable as possible to the audience, but it's like, at the same time, I'm at my rope's end. And I keep, like, finding new ends to reach, you know? You know, man who loses hope realizes that he lost even more hope, or whatever. I just butchered that Onion article. It's like, man loses last little bit of hope that he didn't even realize he still had. That's the article. But whatever. Okay, are we... So the next question is incredibly stupid, and I need to preface it. I don't understand the question at all. I'm being sincere when I say that. I have no understanding of what the actual question is trying to communicate. I don't know what the answers really mean in the context of the question. I don't know why the questions are evenly split on the results. Let me show you the question right now. What do you think about the usage of underwear? What are your thoughts on underpants? It can go anywhere. You wear it under your pants. Pardon my French, but what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? I hope that clapping doesn't come up terribly in the audio, but I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't understand what you could do with a pair of underwear besides wear it under your pants. Like, how would you wear a pair of boxers, like, on your head, or, like, as a shirt, or what? Like, I don't understand. I truly do not understand. On any level. And the part that bothers me is that people are split on this one. This is, like, almost a dead even split, if I recall correctly. So, like, clearly people are understanding the question enough to pick the other option. Like, it can go anywhere. Like, what does that mean? People are picking that one. I don't understand it, but whatever. Anyway, it's time for the easiest boss of the entire game, and I'm not being sarcastic. I need to preface that. This is the easiest level probably in the game, because I didn't... Well, you'll see. Yeah, so... What's the boss that we're fighting? I don't know. Let's listen to the boss music now. Oh my god, it's... Is the boss didn't show up yet. Come on. It's the baby! Oh man, it's the baby. Remember how much we hated the fucking baby? Well, the baby in its first form was the hardest boss in the game. The baby with the chainsaw, much like the boss that this theme is for, is the easiest boss in the game. And I'm being serious. It has really only one attack. Well, I guess technically it has two, but only one that can really kill you. Everything else it does is either a trap or just removes blocks from your path. Which isn't that bad relative to what we've done. Like, compared to every other boss, even the ass. The ass is a harder boss, if you ask me. If you ask me. But, it also helps with the tower that you have to work with. It's extremely wide and forgiving. Like, it's about 9 blocks wide, it looks like. And That does shorten a bit with one of his attacks that will remove block layers, but, well, not layers, but, whatever. The point is that the blocks that it can remove are not super serious in terms of, like, detriments, and it's very slow. I mean, it's kind of on my ass a bit, but I'm dicking around a lot, because I'm still adjusting to the stage and learning, like, where to go. And, you know, look at me, I'm still doing pretty damn well. Not to suck my own cock or anything, but, like, it's just like, you know, objectively, I'm pretty ahead of the boss. I haven't died yet. This is the only attack you really have to worry about. So he summons down these, like, I don't even know. And if you're on a red space, I assume it kills you. I don't think I've ever been hit by the attack, but it probably, much like every other attack that a boss has, it will kill you. If you see those things that it spawned as well, the like rotary motors or whatever, those will kill you if you're hanging on the block that they're circling around. If you're above them like I just was, it doesn't matter. They're very easy to see coming, they're not very fast, so they're kind of not even really an issue. Like you can see, this guy, he's slow and he's not gonna hit me. So it's not anything to be worried about. We've already hit the checkpoint. We're already almost, like, we're like, what, 2/3 the way done with the stage? It's, yeah. And I need to stress, again, the block pattern for this stage is very simple. Like, you can see it right here. This feels like, this is easy mode. Not gonna complain, though. Not gonna complain. I will take a very easy boss over the alternative in this game, because I fucking hate bosses in this game. I really do. I forgot to mention last stage, there was a spot where you could grind for lives if you needed them. I didn't feel like grinding in this segment, but I just felt like it was worth mentioning. I don't feel like going back and identifying it, but it was after the checkpoint, I think. Whatever, it's not, neither here nor there. I've already kind of run out of things to say about this level, because look at it, like it's very straightforward. So now let's talk about Steel Python and why it's a severely underrated music track. Steel Python fucks. Whatever. Oh no. So here you might be thinking, oh no, what if you die? Except for I don't die. I'm just gonna spoil it for you. I beat this boss on my first try. Even on hard mode. Even with a fight stick. Even with my stupid little brain that just turns off. I still beat this boss on my first try, so. I'm sure that's a very common experience for everyone who's played the game. Like, I can't imagine this boss is terribly difficult if you have a competency with the mechanics. So yeah, kind of just waiting for this to end at this point because there's not much else to do with it. It's a level. It's kind of cool how I kept the full combo throughout this. You know, like. I was able to keep all my steps in the point counter. Unfortunately, they don't grade levels individually, so I can't get any real reward for it, and you still get a bronze, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I don't care. I have golds on hards on my other files, so I don't care. But yeah, perfect. So now I'm going to cut to the long, the cutscene footage. Again, I stole this from a YouTube video, so... I don't know what else to say, really. I don't know, I'm just like, I'm kind of glad that I have cutscene footage to fall back on now. I'm getting dry mouth from talking this much without any sort of break. There we go.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you would think the baby would have been harder. It really is funny that even the first boss is harder than this thing, but whatever. Anyway, here we are. I'm gonna try not to talk over these too much, but nah. Oh, Catherine, she's just always there, isn't she? Hey, hey, hey! That's our blanket. I want my blanket. Don't you dare throw it out. We just had to put that shit in the washer.
The ants, what are they doing here? Stupid ants.
They're after this.
The way he said
What is
stupid
it?
ants.
Cake? Well, who did you get this from?
How did ants get here so damn quick? That's the cake Catherine brought me a while ago. Oh.
Okay.
I've got a real sweet tooth.
I could have sworn when I did this, he said more dialogue, but
So
whatever.
do I.
So,
It doesn't
when did you
matter.
get
It doesn't
here?
affect the
What,
game.
like you forgot? You said that you were feeling better, so I hurried right over.
Huh? When did I tell you that? I guess my memory's a little fuzzy.
Aw, you always say that. Relax, you worry too much. Trust me, you are just fine, baby.
Okay, so I had to. I said this during my attempt at the recording, so I guess I'll just repeat myself here. I don't care if this comes off as body or crass. How?
What is it this time?
It's that whole movie I told you
how does
about.
Vincent?
This is the last week they're gonna be showing
Okay,
it.
maybe not how, but like, does Vincent even like enjoy the sex that he has when he has it every single night?
Yeah,
You know, like
okay,
you know how
okay.
like you masturbate
Can we
like
wait till
if you
tomorrow?
masturbate like every
I've
day
kinda got some stuff
in a
to take
week,
care of
by
today.
like that by halfway through the week you're gonna be kind of just not into it as much.
Right.
Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's more indicative of who I am, my personality, sex drive, physiology, whatever. But like,
Totally lost here.
you gotta wonder like if this guy's kind of spent by like the third night. I don't know. Maybe he's just like he regenerates his cum super quick, but whatever. Also, this is like one of the most frustrating scenes to watch.
Don't you
So,
have anything
brace
to
yourselves.
tell me?
Vincent, what in the world are you talking about?
All right, I'm just gonna come out and say it.
No, you are not, my guy.
Wait.
Listen,
That is
Come
not
on.
what you're gonna do.
I heard something the other day.
What did you hear?
Something from an acquaintance of yours.
What? Who?
Well,
See, look, he's pussyfooting around, and it's so annoying.
Steve?
It's like he's trying to accuse her of cheating, but he doesn't want to do it.
Anyone named
Like
Steve?
he backed out at the last minute. So,
what?
and he's just like, "Oh, you don't know who Steve is? Well, I'm never gonna consider that you could be
Not
lying."
even one?
like-
I said, I don't know any Steves.
And he just keeps pressing it. Well,
How
we'll get
could you
there, but
not? I mean, Steve's a pretty common name, right?
like, dude, just accuse her of cheating if you want to accuse her of cheating. Like, just do it. Don't be a fucking wuss about it. Just get to the
I
point.
did meet a Steve
Communicate.
Yesterday?
yesterday. My friend's son was named Steve. I think.
Son? How old is he?
2 months maybe? She'd just come back from the hospital.
No, not him. Don't you know any other Steves?
Huh? Well, I'm sure I do if I check.
You mean you have to check and see if you know anybody named Steve?
Oh my god, just
I
get to it,
guess
dude.
so.
Just do it. You know, like just do it.
Look,
Just
what's
fucking.
this all about?
It's like one of those moments, like, you know, like when you used to watch cartoons
Who's
as a
Steve?
kid, and like
Some
there'd be
friend
that
of
one
yours?
character who's really antagonistic and
What
annoying
are
to the
you
main
getting at?
characters. Like maybe they have their own episode or whatever.
Well,
And like
you don't
because they
know
were
him,
so
it's
annoying
just
to the main
drunk.
characters, you like in real life would get annoyed.
know him?
That's like how I feel watching this. Like Vincent's
Why
so
are you
fucking like
asking me that? I told
like
you I
like,
don't
like
know.
I'm with Catherine here. Just fucking have the conversation or don't. Like
Huh?
like just don't even bring it up or have the conversation, you know? Like it viscerally bugs me.
Picked the wrong girl again? I can't think of anyone else.
Have you considered that Catherine lied to you? Or maybe that Catherine's lying? Why do you assume that they're both being honest? It's just like you're fucking stupid.
Then she'll think I'm taking some random guy's word over hers.
It's just it's
I say to make
I have patience for this game, and I get that he has to pussyfoot around for a lot of the plot to even really work or go anywhere.
There's this.
But it's like it's viscerally frustrating when a character just like doesn't assert or communicate for such an extended period of time, and it just causes so many pileups, you know?
Acting weird lately.
Like, I feel like so much of this could have been avoided if he just told whichever woman he wanted to be with that he wanted to be with them, and then he told the other one to fuck off forever, you know? And again, that would make it so the plot basically didn't happen.
What do you mean?
But whatever. I'll stop complaining about it.
Well,
What part of our future don't you get?
Yeah. Listen to Michelle Ruff.
I mean, I'm worried about work. It's a new job.
They are not talking like how you would expect a couple who's gonna get married one day talks. You know, like, it's one thing to have rough patches, but then this is just like, I don't know how you guys have lasted this long. You know, that's what their relationship's at for me.
Getting strange texts lately.
Strange how?
I don't know. They don't make sense. It's just creepy.
Wait, what do they say? What are the words?
You know what? It's not important. Just forget it.
Okay, but
Cool.
Look, Vincent. You're not hiding anything from me. Are you?
shit, I'm making her worry. She says she's getting weird texts. I have to reassure her somehow. Come on.
Yeah,
keep
weird texts.
anything from me.
Like, is any of this for real or not?
Well, you've got to go back to work, right? I do too. I should go.
Huh? Okay.
Bye. You'll text us, and then I'll give you the most committed response possible. That's how this works.
Which girl? What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, I asked around, and nobody knows who you are.
You told her?
Well, yeah, of course I did. And that's the quickest way to split up, right?
Yeah. But what do you mean nobody knows me?
Well, that's exactly why I called. Look,
Sorry, just the
why
way
don't
he
you
said
just
that.
Tell me something about the girl you called me about. Like, what does she look like? Huh. Sorry, but you got the wrong guy.
What?
I know a girl named Catherine, but it's somebody different.
Well, don't you try to fool me.
Look, the Catherine I know, she's white.
Oh, Japan.
I mean, she told me about you herself.
It's a different person. I don't blame you for all this, but please, just leave me alone.
What's going on? Where's my Catherine?
Are you okay, dude?
But she's all I have now. I'm already divorcing my wife.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Good luck.
And then I just,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm going crazy. It's gonna come for me, and
Look, I'm the one going crazy here! I won't call you again. So leave me alone, okay?
Wait, no, don't hang up. I still have...
What the hell was his problem?
Yeah, that's suspicious and foreboding and ominous. I wonder what that all means. Well, I know what it means.
The wrong girl? Yeah, the Catherine he was talking about was someone else entirely.
Jeez. Seriously? Well, lucky for you, this was just some dumbass's mistake. The world's full of troublemakers.
It can't be. I mean, she told me about you herself.
We just saw this cutscene. Do you really have to repeat the line?
You guys better be careful too. Haven't you heard the rumor?
That again?
They say all the men who died were cheaters, so they were cursed.
Just get your ass back to work. Vincent isn't cheating anymore, so there's nothing to worry about.
The curse, huh? Oh, well, that's great. Now I've got no choice but to accept it.
Well,
It could be worse.
when you feel guilty, sometimes you want to be punished. You know what I mean? But this curse stuff is just crazy. It's not rational. Grow up, man. Besides, are plenty of other ways to die in your sleep. Plus,
I mean, sure.
Plus,
well, you know, I've sort of been having funny dreams too.
dreams.
Well, to be honest, I've been having odd dreams recently myself.
Yeah, I think I saw both of
Like
you in
were
the dream
saying,
last night
I
specifically.
don't remember exactly what they're about, but
Yeah, it's some hard shit.
Well, hey, are you serious?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all just dreams.
Yeah, but are you sure it's fine?
Of course it's fine.
Wait a second. Come to think of it, he said something.
I'm going crazy. It's gonna come for me, and
What's going to come for him? Am I missing something important here?
Yep, you
Anyway,
sure
this is
are,
about
Vincent.
you, Vincent. What are you gonna do?
Huh? Oh, my nightmares were all caused by this trouble. But they forced me to realize something.
Which is?
I took everything for granted. Up until now. I feel like now... I remember what I've always held dearest to me.
sounds selfish to me.
Really?
I know, but I can't betray the person who's been with me all this time. Despite who I am. I can't lose her now.
I love how he's just using her and girl and not like actually naming which girl he's talking about. 'Cause I guess it's like to try and keep the player invested if they want to romance one girl or the other, and it's like we don't want to alienate the other half, but
Sure.
whatever.
Let me get that for you.
Either way,
That's right.
we're now reaching the end of this segment, so I want to thank you for watching. I hope like fuck there's no more audio issues. See you next time. Oh, the narration. Okay.
君の見事なシェルターすっかり勝ち込む